I'm outside Record Safari. It's like 8:12 a.m. I'm the first one here. They open at 10 a.m. and I'm hoping I get what I'm looking for. I got my stack. I got exactly what I wanted. The guy behind me wanted the Beastie Boys, and he said it's his holy grail, but he came 50 minutes before the store opened. I was here 2 hours before the store opened, so I got it. But he's got a few things I'm interested in, so I might swap, but successful mission. Now I'm gonna go back home and play some records. That was Record Safari this morning. My favorite store in Los Angeles. There's other stores that I really like Deadly Wax and Sibylline and Permanent Records, but Record Safari I go to many times a week. They have what I'm looking for. They're priced properly, they're graded properly, and it's really good. So I'm going to show you what I found at Record Safari, and then I'll show some more recent finds that I've gotten lately that I haven't been able to show. First thing I got, which is One Flight Up, Dexter Gordon. This is my first jazz purchase, I think, in 2024. I love jazz. I have lots of jazz. That whole wall is jazz. I just taken a break because I was going crazy, and now I'm kind of more on a psych thing, but I'm probably heading more back down the jazz. This is the 1973. It is the Black Bee with RVG and the Dead Wax. The next thing I got from Record Safari, Suicidal Tendencies, their first album. This was a great album. I bought this, or someone gave this to me right out of junior high, and I really connected to it. It was really like the first punk type album that I really liked. So this is their first. It is on Frontier, really good condition. Mine was beat up, and it's funny. My mom, the second song on side 2, I Saw Your Mommy, she hated that song. I Saw Your Mommy and Your Mommy's Dead. She really hated that song, and she hated that more than the name Dead Milkman. And she hated that name more than the Butthole Surfers, which she hated both those. But that song, oh, that drove her crazy. I saw your mommy and your mommy's dead. I saw your mommy and your mommy. The next album, Pixies, Doolittle. This is 1989. Love this album. I never had it. I have it on CD. I first heard this album in 1990, the Pump Up the Volume soundtrack with Christian Slater. They do Wave of Mutilation on that soundtrack, and it's really good. And there's a song everybody knows that Leonard Cohen does, and it's great. Concrete Blonde does a version there, and that's a really good version. But so this is a promo. This is a promotional copy, not for sale. I don't know why I haven't picked it up. I have the CDs, and I've listened to the CDs for years. But the Pixies, Doolittle, really, really strong, good album. I saw them at the Hollywood Bowl once, probably 10 years ago or so. And it does have the gold stamp on the back. The next album I got from Record Safari, My Bloody Valentine. This is the UK version of Ecstasy and Wine. But I quickly played it, and it's kind of exhausting. The highs are fatiguing. Right when I got home, I played this, and I do not like the sound. It's an original from 1989, and it's tinny. It just, I don't know. It just kind of hurts my ears. I met someone, and I'm following them on Instagram, and I think I'm going to reach out to him, and he really wanted it, and I just don't like the way this sounds. The main reason I went to Record Safari this morning, earlier than everybody else, was for this. Beastie Boys, Paul's Boutique. This is a really good album, and this is the 8-panel. It's really good condition. Let's see, I'm going to do this without messing it up. This is 1989. I had License to Ill. I have Feed Your Head. And this is the 1, 2, 3, what does it say? The 8-panel jacket that has the insert. And there was a few people in line waiting for this. The cover's really good. The vinyl's probably a VG Plus. I'm looking forward to putting this on the turntable. The first album, License to Ill, was my introduction to the Beastie Boys. I remember maybe 1985 in Seattle, my friends and I were skateboarding past the Paramount Theater. I think it was 85. Madonna's very first show for her, like a Virgin tour, was happening, and the Beastie Boys were opening up for her, and they booed her. So we stood outside and listened to them boo Beastie Boys, and then we heard a little bit of Madonna, and I've liked Beastie Boys ever since.
That's how it goes. You heard the style, I think you missed the point. It's the joint.
Okay, so that was my morning finds at Record Safari. I'll quickly show some of my other pickups. This one, Arzachel, is that how you say it? Arzachel, 1969, Psych, Crazy, En Route. It's been on my want list for a while. I'm glad I picked this up. Got a good deal from someone on Instagram. Got this recently on Discogs. It's the Deviants' second album, which I already kind of posted on Instagram. But this one is, I guess you would say, EX. So it's an upgrade. My other one was a VG cover and a VG Plus vinyl. So now that is up to trade. So if you're looking for a US Deviants, I've got one over there that I'll gladly trade you. From the same seller, this has been on my want list for a while. Wow. Inside the Electric Circus. W.A.S.P. Junior high, around when I got Suicidal Tendencies or sometime after that, I really got into W.A.S.P. And I have like their first 3 albums, and I was missing this for a while. And I'm looking forward to cleaning it and spinning it. Okay, so a few weeks back I went to New York and I got some Brazilian records. I've been looking for the Os Mutantes records and just the Tropicalia from 1968. And so because I've been on a tear with that, I saw this over at Commune Records. What is that? Caetano Veloso? I'm hacking up the names. This is a reissue. This is a Third Man Records reissue. And this album it's mono. It's originally from, I think, 1969. It's not like Os Mutantes, but it's really good. I want to get an OG now. But this clean pressing sounds really, really good. I've just been going down this Brazilian rabbit hole. And part of that is Tom Z. This is a reissue, Elemental reissue. Haven't opened it yet, and this is on I Want the Original. This Tom Z was very popular there, and Os Mutantes played with him, and a lot of people played with this guy, and this is like a controversial cover, but the music's really good. I need to pick up more Tom Z. And then on my hunt recently, I think I have over on the wall the first Os Mutantes. I've got now the original first pressing, and I've got a 1985 Brazilian pressing. And so finally got that first pressing, and someone from the VC hooked me up and had someone go to Brazil and pick me up their second album, Mutantes, on the Polydor. I would say it's like a VG. It's very fragile. It's like a VG cover, VG vinyl. I've streamed this numerous times, and I liked it, but putting the vinyl down, I don't know, it sounds so much better. I really enjoy it now. And I've listened to this probably 3 times. And then their third album, Divina, Comédia, I don't even know how to say that. This one, when I streamed, I didn't really like it, but playing it, I like it a lot. It sounds really good. It's, I don't know, they're wacky. They're pretty, almost like 67 Pink Floyd, whimsical psych craziness. Can you read the things there? Oh yeah, I can get right up there. But being in Portuguese, I can't pronounce nothing. Pick these first 3 albums up if you can, because really, really fun and enjoyable listen. And the last album that came from Brazil, right here. This is, I believe, their 4th album. This is a reissue, a 1986 reissue. And this is better than I thought it was going to be. It's interesting because when I streamed it, they're good, they're interesting, I kind of liked it, but being home and actually playing it, there's a big difference. It sounds so good. And so I would say all these are VG cover and the vinyl, but they play VG Plus. That's been my little jump into Brazilian, but Os Mutantes. These albums, plus that one over there, that first album, if you haven't jumped into them, do it. They're great. Love that. Okay, this is my last record. It's the S, the 75th anniversary. I haven't opened it yet. This definitely reminds me of high school, being on the school bus in Seattle, 97.3 KNBQ. They would play on over a Lonely Heart, leave it, and changes. It can happen, I guess. It can happen to, it's probably my favorite song on this album. I've got the OG. I'm curious to hear if there's a difference. This is really thick, really heavy vinyl. So that is my Record Safari finds and some of my new pickups. I have a lot more new pickups around me. I'm going to do a a longer video, a separate video, maybe next week, showing some of the Black Sabbath, showing some of the Psych that I got, the Raven from Permanent Records, and I've got a bunch of really good records coming. Like and subscribe if you like the video, and I will see you around. Thank you.
I saw your mommy and your mommy dead. I saw your mommy and your mommy dead. One more time, homie, that's how it goes. You heard my style, I think you missed the point. It's the joint.
Brasileiro é complexado. Todo compositor brasileiro é complexado. Todo. Viva a mata, tá, tá. Viva a mulata, tá, 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 tá. Viva a mata, tá, tá. Viva a mulata, tá, 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 tá.